Was the victim, Mr. Windybank, wielding a gun at the time? Was he ever? Blimey, Lummy, a great ugly barrel he had, pointed straight at me frontispiece? Whatever. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at that time, is that right? It is, Gov, it is. Spot on. Then all of a sudden, he came at us, he did. It was Batman. I didn't know who was going for who. They were clearly all going for each other. Alright, and we're back, and we've got this suspenseful music playing. Because the brothers are in trouble. I think by the end of this trial, he's gonna have stabbed them somehow with his eyes or something. Van Zeeks anyway. It's funny. Alright guys, we're back. It's late here, and we're continuing on pressing these two brothers here to talk. We're finally getting to say some things, but it seems they're still hiding more. So let's see what we have coming for us. You will talk. There is no other option available to you. Bruv, come on, game's up. But I'll have our guts for garters. He'll have them anyway. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place. Well, do we have to? Yes. On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. They got guts, so I'll give them that for trying to go against Van Zeeks. Alright, so their encounter with the victim, let's see. Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he blew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as Knox. He chucked me over the counter. I pulled my gun on him, and then he logged in through that door and into the back room. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. You know, the accents are actually kind of making it hard to understand, so if I'm getting things straight, he came out, jumped them for their gun, he took the gun and went back in, is that what they said? So now you're telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop. Well, yeah. Sorry. Well, we find ourselves in an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably. But honest, Governor, this time, Nash, this time, we ain't got nothing more to hide. Very well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Oh boy. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. This is gonna be fun. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, let's see what we can get out of them. Alright guys, you will be telling me the truth when I press. Okay. When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windybank? Well, sorry, I mean, that's right. He was keeping a close eye on the interest of the gaff, obviously. Well, we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbrokery's storeroom? Yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been. So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises. Which means Jenny must have been in there at that point as well. That doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Windybank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint? I think it means with him at gunpoint. Then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Iris. Did you see the accused at that time? What, that mall twiller? Couldn't tell ya. That's an interesting way to describe Gina. Oh worry, cobbler. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it. I don't know.
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Windybank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh wow, did we? But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah. Was the victim, Mr. Windybank, wielding a gun at the time? Was he ever? Blimey, Lummy, a great ugly barrel he had, pointed straight at me frontispiece? Whatever. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at that time, is that right? It is, Gov, it is. Spot on. Then all of a sudden, he came at us, he did. It was Batman. I didn't know who was going for who. They were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd add it. I mean...
Hold it!
I don't know if I buy this. See, I don't know. Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah. Of course we did. He knocked over a lot of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. That got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked some scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter? Well, big bruv, yeah, went flying over that counter like a gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him. He did, Nash, he did. He hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a bloomin' pancake in seconds. At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. That's right, when the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Poor Mr. Windybank, he did everything he could to protect his shop. No.
Hold it!
Okay, you're trying to look for a contradiction. My brain is still thinking. Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank? No, never. I was just, you know, looking out for me bruv, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes. And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through that door and shut himself in. There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again? I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it? This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is, me and me bruv here. That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and me bruv here.
Hold it!
You say you had nothing to do with it? Nothing at all. Nothing, God, nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was, from the inside. We know it was, because we tried to open it. Well, it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. They accused Miss Gina Lestrade. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windybank? Well, that's what we have to say, right? There could have been. But if they ask us who, I have no idea. Mr. and Mr. I always feel like I'm saying Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Eh? What? What's that look for? From the moment you admitted that you encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. It did? What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is, who could have shot Mr. Windybank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan at the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of 2 conundrums. 2, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe? Indeed, namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time? Understood, my lord. Are you alright, Reno? I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court in this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. Wait, we still have like 2 yet. Oh man, I wish we didn't mess up so much before. Indicate where... Okay, if you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Where were they though? I don't remember where the brothers were, if I want to point them out to be the killers. Up. Be exact. I hate this. Oh man. If he threw him over the counter, it couldn't have been here, right? Oh man. I'm just gonna try to see what happens. The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. And in answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? Oh crap, I messed up. I messed up, dang it. Oh no. Oh jeez. Well, actually, here. Because he went back in there, if they're to be believed. Let's just try this. I don't know. I don't know. The defense believes the victim would have been in this position here. Yeah, no. Okay, we're in trouble. Events in fact show that your own position is absurd as those you have indicated in the plan. What are you saying? What he's saying, counsel. That your answers are clearly flawed. Ugh. So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim and where was the victim at the time? Well, I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, do you? Yes, that's the right way of looking at it. I suppose someone other than Gina in the storeroom. Let's move here. Should I try again or gather more information first? Should I redo it and note where they are again? Here, hold on. Let me save. I don't feel like having to go to the guilty verdict and redoing. Alright, hold on. Leave it. I would like to consider situations as much as you like. The answers do not exist. Very well. The court will hear from the witnesses again while you deliberate, counsel. I just need to know where they are. So that's all these brothers are willing to reveal this time, is it? Still hiding something, don't you think? Yes, I'm sure of it. And not just a minor detail either. It was almost certainly because of these two that poor Mr. Windybank, well, can't let them get away with it, you know? I know. I get the feeling that there's even less evidence at my disposal this time to prove that they did it. We've come so far. Now it's time to finish them all. Well, I'll do my best. I just need to make note of where they were. Just cut inside the gaff. You decide if I'll leave the geezer should have. Just cut inside the gaff. You decide. Give me that gun. Evaluate the success. We've had it. Oh, oops. Keep doing that. Yeah, both chuck me over the counter. We got him and then he legged it through that door into the back room. Hold on. Should I get them to verify this point? Hold on. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. Back room. Oh wait, he came out of the back room is what they're saying. Okay, okay. Now I got it, okay. Let's try it again. I mean, we did save at least, so... Oh. Ah! Alright, alright. Make sure I can just... Let's try to be careful here. Alright. Here? I'm thinking... They were near the entrance, right? I don't think they were here, because he was here and he threw him over the counter is what they said. So he would have come over here and then lugged him over. Like, I don't know how to be exact with this, okay? I'm trying based on what they said. Victim was here.
Take that! Objection!
I'm wrong again? Oh my goodness!
Take that! Take that!
Did I just get it? Did I just get it? Oh my... That was... Okay. I meant to do that. Okay. You know what? Pays off not using a guide. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Continue. Oh, he's letting us speak? Wow. Mr. Windybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Oh, that's what my stupid self wasn't remembering. Which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? So you're adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom? Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony, I pulled me gun on him and then he legged it through that door into the back room. If Mr. Windybank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. Ah! It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. Ah, God! Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means that the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Ah, of course! He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windybank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? Ag! But... what if someone else locked the door? Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who should have locked the storeroom door from the inside? Gina. She must have been scared. Yeah, she shut it because she heard the gunshot.
Take that!
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel? Yes. That's a tricky one, that, isn't it? Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does? Well, if Ginny was in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. Wait, hold on, what? Well, if I was Ginny, whoops. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? Oh, I see where you're going with this. They're so stupid. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't, Golf, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We'd never shoot no one.
Objection!
But you shot Mr. Sholmes. That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Haha. There is only one logical conclusion here, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. You brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. Wait, but hold on. Hold on, 1 second. I'm pretty sure it said their gun. Yeah, single round was fired. See, that's the thing. Both of them only had one shot fired. So what I'm guessing is they took his gun. They shot this at Sholmes, and then they somehow took his gun off of him. Yeah. Wait, why isn't Van Zieks piping up about that? Only one round was fired. Where does this leave us? You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was those three brothers. They look as shady as a dense forest. That was amazing, you know? All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know, first time ever, and probably the last. Aw. Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give you a verdict and not... Here it comes. Oh no. Why is he laughing? He's creeping me out. An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing? It's creepy, right? You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zieks. I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive. I dare say such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation. But such blatantly malice conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here. What? The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot and will not stand. Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? I was about to say it. Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I say, Lord Van Zieks, might be an idea to explain this bally conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground, The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Here we go, Mr. Litterer at his finest. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets. By George, count bullets! Oh dear. He noticed then. Huh? What's everyone talking about? Ryunosuke! Ryunosuke, come on! Counsel. Yes, sir? Tell the court, how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime? Two bullets. Correct. The first, that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. Indeed. The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings. The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are two firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. Here we go. That's what I was just saying. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these two brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did. Come my goodness. I think you'll find that a single bullet that was fired from the brother's gun hit Mr. Sholmes. It means Windybank not shot by same gun. Stop. Only one bullet. Stop. Exactly. Yes, this Nippony street performer presented an intensively credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. Ah! Ouch. Order! 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 Not the freaking glass too. Not glass, bottle. He does the bottle too. And he's not gonna clean it up. Freaking littering everywhere. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar into the public gallery. Oh yeah, he's done it before. Why into the public gallery is what I want to know. Lord Van Zeeks! But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. Hey, how old is Gina? Let me check that real quick. Yeah, I'm opening. She's 17, bro! I was just curious for a second. Why is he bullying a 17-year-old? The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbroker on the night in question with loathsome intent, as we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present. That disc! I'll be taking that, whatever it is, of Mr. McGoldrick's down to the yard, thank you very much. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. Mine. I'm sorry, miss. Anything belonging to McGoldrick has been taken in as evidence now. Yes, that music box disc. McGoldrick's music box disc. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank, the accused attempted to make off with this article which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Good gracious! Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. Hey! I hate you. Leave her alone. The court forgets that fact at its peril. I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel, as a grim testament to the defendant's courage. Ben Zeeks, Inspector Gregson? What? Oh, we'll have to find out next time. What's going on with Gregson? Oh boy. Yeah, see, that's the thing I can't wrap myself around. We've proven that there's another way they could have shot him. But Sholmes was shot. That fact is not undeniable, so unless there was a third gun around, I don't know. Alright, guess we'll have to find out next time. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.